In a vibrant coastal town in the Philippines, where the rhythm of the ocean meets the resilience of its people, we meet a young boy whose determination illuminates the darkest moments. This community, weathered by the wrath of annual floods, stands at the crossroads of despair and hope. Even as torrential rains pour relentlessly, his eyes shine with a spark of ingenuity. Amid the decaying structures and worn-out streets, his dream of change builds silently, echoing in every heart affected by repeated disasters. With each broken plastic bottle that others discard, he sees a chance to redefine survival, to challenge fate and reframe the future of his beloved town. As the heavy rains begin their relentless assault each year, images of flooded streets and damaged homes paint a sorrowful picture of loss and despair. The community, long familiar with nature's fury, braces itself for the inevitable. Yet, amid the chaos and reconstruction, a quiet rebellion of hope stirs in the heart of a visionary child. Every storm not only ravages the physical structures but also rigorously tests the strength of their spirit. The familiar sounds of rushing water, the desperate cries of families, and the overwhelming darkness of despair set the stage for an extraordinary transformation. Here begins the journey of a young innovator who refuses to succumb to the fate written by floods. In the midst of adversity, remnants of discarded plastic bottles become silent witnesses to the possibility of rebirth. The boy observes these everyday objects not as waste, but as untapped resources waiting to be transformed. This unexpected discovery ignites a spark within him, fanning the flames of creative ambition. Every bottle tells a story of forgotten potential, urging him to explore their hidden strengths. Surrounded by piles of what others throw away, he envisions a structure that breaks free from tradition, a structure resilient against nature's fury. His encounter with these simple plastics symbolizes a turning point, inspiring him to reimagine the very building blocks of safety and sustainability. Driven by a determination to transform despair into hope, the boy begins sketching revolutionary ideas in the margins of his humble notebook. His mind teems with visions of homes that resist the wrath of floods, a blend of functionality and sustainability. Each line drawn represents not only technical calculations, but also heartfelt dreams for his community's future. In the quiet corners of his modest room, surrounded by the remnants of old lessons and worn textbooks, he charts a new path forward. His sketches, filled with creative energy and passion, dare to challenge the traditional methods of construction. This is the beginning of a movement where imaginative design meets life's most urgent challenges. Embracing the challenge, the boy delves into researching sustainable building practices and flood-resistant designs. His quest for knowledge takes him through pages of technical guides and historical accounts of architectural innovation. In local libraries and online forums, he finds inspiration and validation of his novel approach. The weight of academic learning blends with the intimacy of local wisdom, forging a unique roadmap for a safer future. With every new fact and innovative idea he gathers, his blueprint evolves into an architectural manifesto of resilience. This study session is not just academic. It is a soulful conversation between tradition and modernity that redefines the essence of home and community. The creative spark intensifies as the boy begins experimenting with miniature models of his designs, piecing together plastic bottles and salvaged materials. Each model is built with painstaking care and deep emotional investment, serving as a tangible testament to his dreams. As he carefully constructs every detail, his hands work like the artisans of old, molding new possibilities from remnants of the past. With every bottle connected to another piece of recycled material, his prototype becomes a mosaic of hope and resilience. The small models represent the promise of flood-proof homes that can stand against the test of time, embodying both practicality and the imaginative spirit of a visionary mind. With blueprints in hand and a prototype that speaks of transformative potential, the boy approaches the first steps of construction. He gathers a small team of friends and mentors who share his vision of a safer community. Together, they embark on a hands-on mission to build a real-scale model of a flood-proof home. Every nail hammered, and every plastic bottle carefully placed is imbued with hope and meticulous care. The process is both laborious and exhilarating, a true labor of love that bridges youthful exuberance with experienced wisdom. This collaborative endeavor not only brings a structure to life, but also unites the community in a shared dream of a resilient future, one where innovation meets survival. Not all were immediately convinced by the boy's radical design. As word of his experimental project spread, skepticism shadowed his path. Many doubted that recycled plastic could withstand the relentless floods that had eroded dreams for so long. Yet, in the face of doubt, his spirit only grew stronger. Dialogue ensued with elders, community leaders, and even the cautious, each conversation layered with apprehension and the weight of past losses. The boy listened intently, absorbing concerns while passionately affirming his vision. His empathy and determination slowly began to build bridges, turning criticism into constructive discourse. This burden of skepticism eventually transformed into cautious optimism, setting the stage for the miracle to come. The boy's journey took a community-wide turn as local leaders and passionate volunteers joined him in constructing the flood-proof homes. The transformation was palpable as the skeletal framework of new houses rose against the familiar skies. Every beam assembled, every plastic bottle interlocked, was a testament to resilience and a shared spirit of innovation. The collaborative effort was charged with optimism, creating an atmosphere where nature's challenges were met with human ingenuity. Faces once lined with worry now shone with tentative hope, united by a common goal to protect their heritage. This moment of collective empowerment rekindled the community's trust in progress, weaving together the threads of tradition and modern ingenuity in a living blueprint of survival. As the flood season approached, tension intermingled with anticipation. The newly built homes, an amalgamation of recycled innovation and determined craftsmanship, stood as beacons of hope. The community gathered to witness the trial by nature, their hearts full of apprehension yet overflowing with faith. The boy, now a symbol of youthful brilliance, watched quietly as dark clouds loomed on the horizon. Every detail of his design was put to the test against the elemental force of water. In this critical moment, every resident held their breath, united by a silent prayer and the collective belief that determination can defy destiny. The stage was set for nature's reckoning, with hope standing tall in the face of fury. Then, the storm arrived in all its relentless power. Torrential rains pounded on the roofs, and raging rivers tested the limits of man-made defenses. Yet the flood-proof homes, born from the creativity of a young mind, stood firm against the deluge. Water surged around them like a living force, but every carefully recycled bottle and reinforced structure held together as if by magic. Within these walls, families found safety and a newfound trust in innovation. The intense struggle between nature and nurture painted a dramatic scene where survival was scripted by hope and ingenuity. In the heart of the storm, the community discovered that sustainable solutions can rise above the chaos and redefine the future. In the aftermath of the tumultuous storm, dawn broke with a resurgence of light and celebration. The flood-proof homes, tested by nature's fury, emerged unscathed, standing as pillars of hope and resilience. The community, once gripped by despair, now rejoiced at the tangible evidence of their collective strength. Every smile, every tear of relief, bore witness to the transformative power of ingenuity and unity. The boy, now celebrated as a local hero, felt a deep, resonating joy that affirmed his unconventional path. This victory was not solely a personal triumph, but a communal rebirth, setting a powerful precedent for sustainable living and inspiring future generations to dream without boundaries. In a quiet, reflective moment, the boy sat beneath a towering tree, gazing at his handiwork and the lives it had transformed. His heart swelled with gratitude for the opportunity to merge creativity with compassion. The gentle rustling of leaves whispered tales of perseverance and renewal, echoing the lessons learned from nature itself. He recalled the long nights of research, the skepticism faced, and the eventual triumph that had redefined the town's destiny. This moment of solitude was filled with introspection and optimism, a personal vow to continue innovating for the betterment of his community. In the serene embrace of nature, he found the strength to dream even bigger, one idea at a time. As word of his innovation spread beyond local boundaries, neighboring towns and even distant cities began to take notice. His flood-proof homes, crafted with recycled materials and bound by determination, became a symbol of a greener, safer future. Interested visitors and experts arrived, eager to learn from the boy's unconventional approach. Through dialogues, workshops, and community tours, he shared the blueprint of hope with an ever-growing audience. His journey became a beacon for other innovators facing environmental challenges, igniting a wave of sustainable solutions across regions. This newfound recognition brought not only validation to his efforts, but also a promise that his vision could inspire a global shift towards resilience and environmental responsibility. In the final moments of our journey, the story comes full circle as the boy's innovative spirit transforms into an enduring legacy. The flood-proof homes, built with recycled plastic bottles and nurtured by a community's united effort, stand tall as beacons of hope amidst nature's unpredictable challenges. His journey reminds us that even the smallest idea, when fueled by passion and perseverance, can birth monumental change. Every challenge met, every obstacle overcome, becomes a chapter in a larger narrative of resilience and renewal. Embracing both the hardships and the triumphs of his path, the boy now looks towards a future filled with endless possibilities. A future